Hey guys, welcome back to another new video. So in this video, we are going to check out this device. This one is Poco C75, a budget device from Poco, released back in 2024. And as a budget device, you have to compromise a lot if you want to use one of these. But for basic uses, these are actually excellent phone. So is it worth buying one of these devices instead of going with something else? So this one is 8 to 56 GB variant, and I got it for $80. So the price is kind of really good for a device with 256 GB of storage. But how about the performance? So in this video, we are going to check out everything of this device. So first of all, going with the physical overview of the device. So it got a 6.88-inch massive display. This one is actually 720p display, 120 Hz, and it can go up 600 nits in higher brightness mode. And normally it can go up to 450. So the display is actually good. Refresh rate is fast and fluent, no issue at all. And the display tuned really well actually. After using few days, I felt like it's a good display for the price. You can't really complain about the display here. Good enough, no issue at all. And right hand side, we are getting volume rockers and power button, which got fingerprint scanner, and fingerprint scanner is actually fast enough. You can't really complain about the fingerprint scanner here. And left hand side, we got our SIM tray, which hold two SIM cards and micro SD card together, so that's kind of good. On top, we are getting 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the bottom, we are getting a Type C 2.0 port, a microphone hole, and a speaker. So it got only one speaker, that means mono speaker, no stereo setup, and there is no secondary mic on this device, so that's kind of bad, I would say. And on the back, we are getting a massive camera mountain, camera hump, whatever you say. It got 50 megapixel rear facing sensor with auxiliary sensor. Maybe this one is actually for depth sensing, and a flash. The camera hub is too big for a device because the camera sensor is not really that big for this kind of camera hump. It is a weird design choice from Poco, but it looks kind of good, and so you can like hold your device firmly with this camera hump. You can rest your finger there, and you can use the device one-handedly without any kind of issue. And the weight balance of the device is pretty good, so you can use this device one-handed, no issue at all. And the front facing sensor is actually 5 megapixel. It can shoot up to 1080p. Both front facing and rear facing sensor can shoot up to 1080p 30 fps. Good enough actually, not really bad. The back has matte finish and glossy finish on top. It is a massive device but does not feel that bad or cheap, kind of good. This device is powered by Helio 81 Ultra, which is a budget series processor from MediaTek. Kind of a good processor for day-to-day tasks. You will not have any issue. So as you can see here, G81 Ultra. And I did try some benchmarking on this device. Usually I don't really do that, but here I did. So as you can see, I took the benchmark, and it got around 267,000 score, so kind of good for a budget device. And I also tried Geekbench. So the Geekbench score is, let me show you that. So CPU score, as you can see here, it got 410 single core score, and multi-core score is 1304, not really bad. And GPU score, as you can see here, it got around 498. And I did try stress test on this device, and it didn't work actually. So as you can see here, after running for around maybe 30 to 32 minutes, it was overheated and just stopped the stress test, as you can see here. So you can't really do heavy things here on this device, so that's kind of bottleneck of this device. And by the way, it is not really a slow device, it is fast enough, it works really well. I haven't faced any issue in these few days. It's fast enough, everything it can keeps in memory and works really well. Although it is running on HyperOS 1.0.13 right now based on Android 14. Maybe it will get Android 15 update in future, not really sure about that. But you are not getting any kind of hyper connectivity feature or anything like that. Even the control panel is not here. You are getting old control panel, which was introduced in maybe MIUI 9 or 10. So this is pretty much similar to that, nothing new there. By the way, the display is smooth enough, so you can choose refresh rate here. As you can see, custom, you can keep it in 120 Hz or 60 Hz mode. Usually I keep it in default mode, so it is smooth enough. And In terms of battery, it got 5160 mAh battery. The battery backup is pretty good actually from this device because it got pretty low power CPU and the display is 720p, so going to get pretty good battery backup out of this device. But although we are getting a 33-watt charger in the box, but you can't really charge the device in 33 watt. It can charge up to 18 watt only, so that's a downside of the device. I thought as a HyperOS device we can check like battery health and everything, which you can check on our Poco X7 Pro and few other devices, but you can't get it here. And there is no circle to search or anything like that, no AI feature at all. In the gallery section, so if I check in the gallery, so if I try to edit this one, so there is no AI feature, as you can see, no AI edit or anything like that. So pretty basic in terms of UI. The UI is pretty snappy though. In terms of camera, as I said, this device got 50 megapixel camera. The camera UI is, as you can see here, pretty much similar to all other Xiaomi devices and quick enough. Don't really have any issue here. And the video you can shoot up to 1080p 30 fps. So as you can see here, 1080p 30 fps, nothing much. So there is 50 megapixel option available and it is quick enough, so as you can see here, not really slow. So there is no manual camera option, so you can't really play with shutter speed, ISO and everything, so those things are not available. In portrait mode you are getting blur option, so you can go up to f13 or 16 and you can like edit it after taking pictures, so that's not really a thing here. And the portrait pictures are not really that good. Obviously this is not really a camera focused device or anything like that, but still you can take decent picture with this device and the video quality is also pretty decent. The front facing camera is 5 megapixel, you can still get good picture out of this. But if you check the setting, we are not getting any kind of video stabilization or EIS, or obviously no OIS, but no high efficiency file format option, so that is also not available. These are few things you have to compromise when you are buying budget devices. In terms of gaming, I did play Call of Duty on this device. The gameplay was smooth, and although it is running on low resolution in medium FPS, gaming performance was good enough. Although this is not really a gaming device, for casual gaming you can still play games like Temple Run and Subway Surf. All those offline games will work perfectly fine here. Although Call of Duty, Free Fire, all those games are a little bit heavier side, but they will run well here. About 25 to 30 FPS you can expect from this device, nothing much. Overall, the device is pretty good for the price. You can't really go wrong with the device. It got OLT support, Wi-Fi 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz band works well, no issue with that. And in terms of sound quality, so it got only one loudspeaker here, mono loudspeaker. So let me play NCS music. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. The speaker quality of this device is pretty bad. It does go pretty loud, but as you can hear that it's not really a good speaker, mono speaker, and music experience going to be pretty bad, I would say. In 50% volume you can get a decent result out of this device, but if you crank up the volume it's going to be horrible. But we are getting 3.5mm headphone jack, so you can use wired headphone and you can use this device. And as for the price goes, it is a pretty good device for the price, mainly if you are giving to someone who is old. It's got huge display for old people. This is a really good device, I would say, and the battery backup is pretty good. So that's all about Poco C75. Pretty good device for the price. You can't really go wrong with this device. So that's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.